True peace, kins and friends. I am Nibu Renu Nubu, and I am back for another reading. But before I get into the reading, I will be reading the memorandum conversation, which I will be doing at the beginning of all of the videos that I post on YouTube. Okay, I will repeat Nupu, which in neuroscience means nature, and I will repeat that 9 times. Nupu, 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 Nupu. Remember the promise and covenant with your messenger and also writer, Afroo, and all those who learn, accept, and practice positive nature, knowledge, and the laws of nature as explained and described by Noon. Your active science of all the worlds, your promise and also covenant having been duly made are binding as following: economic well-being and liberation of the Ethiopian race, mentally, spiritually, and also physically, because it is the time and cycle for this action for your posterity, the Ethiopian race. And because we all, meaning Ripu, meaning the sun, Gipu, meaning the earth, and Sipu, meaning the moon, and all adherents dedicate and obligate the rest of our lives to sound right reason, who is Nupu. Positive nature knowledge, the laws of nature, also truth, equality, justice, and practicing rightness, which is Noon, to the best of our knowledge and also abilities. The time for the Savior the time for the Savior has passed. It is now time for the mental resurrection, liberation, justice, judgment, settlement, and balance for all people on planet Earth, as promised by the forces of nature and predicted by the ancients and sages of antiquity. Nupu, please cause it to be. Okay, before I get into the reading, I also would like to give a shout out to other Noonaboos, Tarnoon, Quipu, Anut, Tarnunet, other Noonaboos whom I have not made acquaintance with, but for the most part, I would be starting the reading, which I am still reading out of the Moonset and Sunrise and the Nature of Nature. Oh yeah, one more other thing. Sour, Puss in Boots. Wow. When will they learn? When will they learn? All the plagiarizers of right information, mainly Afroo, the messenger of noon science. You're going to get what is coming to you. You're going to get what's coming to you. Okay, I will start with number 26. I am reading on what is our racial potentiality, excuse me, what is our racial potentiality and future outlook in the nature of nature. Number 26, listen to reason. According to the circle of existence, the Ethiopian race is the only ethnic race capable of encompassing going all the way around the whole existence circle, because in the top half of the circle, we exist as flesh and blood gods and goddesses, and in the bottom half, in the same circle, the African race exists as demigods and demigoddesses and human beings, descendants of the flesh and blood gods and goddesses who exist in the top half during the time that the top half of the circle exists. Therefore, the potential ability and capacity of the Ethiopian race is as limitless as flesh and blood beings can be. What Nupu, the African powers of nature, will do is wake up, develop, and refine our capacities and abilities of nature as they come due. And part of the process of doing this is noon, the ethereal science of Nupu, like this positive information. Hence, we kinky haired people have the potential of becoming demigods, part god and part human, in the bottom half of the circle of existence, and reach for Godhead in the top half when it exists. And the path to this status is upward in mentality and increase in reasonability, standards, and moral values by sound right reason and the laws of nature in the positive. Let it be remembered always and let it be known. Listen to reason. Without Nupu and Noon, the positive powers and science of absolute nature and the Ethiopian race, the future outlook of kinky hair people looks gloomy and indeed full of deceit and despair as far as producing and contending in the world, like other peoples of other races, and avoiding the scapegoat role and underling role among peoples, and being the tool or adjustable wrench to be used to adjust anything that goes wrong in a society. The time has come for Black people, members of the African race, to stop and desist wearing the label of dumbness, laziness, and shiftlessness put on us by individuals of other ethnic races and even by us ourselves. I'll read that again. The time has come for Black people, members of the African race, to stop and desist wearing the label of dumbness, laziness, and shiftlessness put on us by individuals of other ethnic races and even by us ourselves. The only way we can truly call them wrong is by our works to the contrary of their accusations, and not just words. Just rhetoric, talk can only be blueprint, direction, and guidance for what, excuse me, just rhetoric, talk can only be blueprint, direction, and guidance for what must be accomplished. For action is needed to get the job done. Let it be remembered always and let it be known. Listen to reason. No person or persons of other human races are going to liberate us kinky haired people from the adverse conditions that we find ourselves in. We ourselves must do that with reasonability and the laws of nature by help of Nupu and Noon. Let me read that again. No person or persons of other human races are going to liberate us kinky haired people from the adverse conditions that we find ourselves in. We ourselves must do that with reasonability and the laws of nature by help of Nupu and Noon. Okay? Now, with that being said, that goes back to all the other individuals in the Ethiopian race that is under the notion that because we had a black president that was our best time, you know what I'm saying, for great things to initiate in our favor. But for the most part, regardless, Obama was, we can stop looking forward to these individuals that be president for a corporation, and that corporation is America KKK. So we can just stop, expecting for these individuals that's selected to be president to work in their favor for us as a whole. Everything that Obama did, the elite allow him to do it, just so we can believe that we had a president to work, in our favor. Really? Okay. But that's neither here nor there. We have to do the work ourselves. And just like it says, no person or persons of other human races are going to liberate us kinky haired people from the adverse conditions that we find ourselves in. We ourselves must do that with reasonability and the laws of nature by help of Nupu and Noon. We kinky haired people can count on the same adversities from the same enemies of the Ethiopian race and the same miserable conditions created by them and us until we embrace Noon and Nupu, the Ethiopian race's positive powers and science of almighty nature that do bring out the best in not only the African race, but all peoples. Okay, and also I would like to bring up this point. We have all these females of the Ethiopian race that's so highly happy representing, well, I ain't gonna say representing, but basically just agreeing with the terms of Meghan Markle becoming the wife to a prince, a European prince at that, and her being a mongrelord, which is she is of a mixed race. And what is all the excitement? What is all the excitement about? The fact that this mongrel, this mixed race of an individual is marrying a racist, for the most part. Everybody in their right mind that follow the right information about who these people is that's controlling the world. Um, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if no, I'm not going to even say that. I'm just going to let it play out. But for the most part, we need to take a great look at what's really going on here. Um, if you know the truth about who this so-called royal family is and who they are, then I need not to have, need not have to say too much about that, because we know this is not going to end well. But just know, don't be surprised come time an unexpected event that is waiting to occur at the right time and place for people. Okay, now I'm gonna get back to my reading. It is true that Africa is wherever the African is in her right mind. And that right mind is the resurrected and liberated mind by Nupu and Nu. Let it be remembered always and let it be known. Okay, this includes my reading. It was kind of a short reading, but I will be doing another reading pretty soon. Um, True Peace in War and Armageddon times, because we are facing Armageddon at the moment, battling these evil spirit forces that's possessed with this moon energy, and when our people truly realize and know the truth about the moon, they can stop representing and sharing the information of the Phoenicians who are orb worshippers, mainly moon worshippers and so forth. Um, but yeah, that includes my reading for tonight, and I will be getting back on to do another um, pretty soon. Um, yes, true mental cosmic peace, friends and kins, and break the spell. That's that's the main focus, breaking the spell. True mental cosmic peace, friends and kin.